Thank you for joining us for this new edition of The Information. Here are the headlines. COVID-19 at the heart of the traditional New Year's greeting of the President. In this edition, we will come back to the speeches of the Senegalese and Guinea-Bissau President. And we will take the direction of Zimbabwe, which, in an attempt to stop the spread of COVID-19, has once again established a lockdown, a 30 days lockdown, which is already causing concern. But before developing these headlines, negotiations around the Great Renaissance Dam have resumed. Ethiopia, Egypt and Sudan held on Sunday a virtual meeting on this subject. An agreement seems, however, far away. If Ethiopia and Sudan said they were in favor of the document presented by the expert of the African Union, Egypt would, according to Ethiopia, have rejected it. 2021 started with the traditional New Year's greetings, an exercise that is carried out every year by the president, and this year the COVID-19 pandemic was invited to do so. Nina Sakaramuko.
COVID-19 and its vaccine at the middle of end-of-year speeches by African heads of state. President Macky Sall returns to measures put in place to deal with the pandemic. The government urgently deployed a major economic and social resilience program of 1,000 billion francs CFA, financed by the COVID-19 Response and Solidarity Fund for COVID-19. This program has enabled Senegalese government to organize the health response and to keep the disease under control throughout the national territory. President Umaru Sissoco Embalo, for his part, expressed his gratitude to his people who brought him to the head of state just 1 year ago. With regard to COVID-19, he said that the state has spared no effort to overcome and control the health crisis with the creation of the High Authority for the Fight Against the Disease. In the field, a Cuban medical mission also helped to cope. Finally, he thanked the health professionals.
Egypt is accelerating its response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The country has licensed Chinese Sinopharm vaccine. By mid-December, Egypt had already received nearly 50,000 doses of the vaccine, which, according to the laboratory producing it, is 79% effective. Another 50,000 doses are expected to be sent to Egypt by the end of January. COVID-19 still, but in Zimbabwe, which with the holiday season, is facing a sharp rise in the number of infections. In an attempt to curb the curve, the authorities have therefore decided to introduce a new 30 days lockdown. Listen to Zimbabwe's Vice President, Constantino Chiwenga.
In view of this surge in COVID-19 cases, the government has intensified testing and patient care throughout all provinces. In light of the recent surge in COVID-19 cases, the following stiff lockdown measures are being put in place with immediate effect. 1. Gatherings are reduced to not more than 30 people at all funerals. All other gatherings at weddings, churches, bars, bottle stores, gymnasiums, restaurants, etc., are banned for 30 days. 2. The existing COVID-19 preventive health measures will be strictly enforced.
The African Continental Free Trade Area is now operational. The free trade agreement on the African continent came into force this Friday after multiple delays, particularly related to the COVID-19 pandemic. Signed by all the countries of the continent, the AFCTFA should eventually constitute an engine of growth for more than 1 billion Africans. Sports now with Adjara Chout, the Cameroonian indomitable lioness, joins Atletico Madrid, and this less than a month after her coronation in Norway with the Vålerenga football damer. The Cameroonian international is committed with the Jorge Blancas until June 2022. This is the end of this edition of the information. Thank you for following it. Information continues on Baris TV.
Baris TV, première chaîne bilingue dédiée à l'actualité africaine.